Hello and welcome to another episode of Sneaking Into Movies. I am your host, Chris, with my co-host, as always, Jason. Jason, how are we doing this early afternoon?
I'm doing amazing. Going to see Ice Cube later. Yay, yay.
Going to see Ice Cube. The culture is still alive. Ice Cube is pushing 60, but still out there hustling with a big three and assorted concerts in Tampa, Florida. Jason, tonight we're going to be reviewing One Battle After Another, 2025, P.T. Anderson's latest film. We start with a simple question as always. Would you recommend this film?
I would recommend this film.
Jason recommends it. I recommend it. America recommends it. Jason, let's start off. What did you like about One Battle After Another?
Let me give a brief synopsis,
Oh,
courtesy
yes.
of Rotten Tomatoes.
Forgive me. Yes, please start with that.
The only thing Rotten Tomatoes is good for. Bob is a washed-up revolutionary who lives in a state of stone paranoia, surviving off-grid with his spirited and self-reliant daughter, Willa. When his evil nemesis resurfaces and Willa goes missing, the former radical scrambles to find her as both father and daughter battle the consequences of their past.
Yes.
It's pretty legit. What was your first question?
Well, I mean, honestly, I'm going to say, what did you like about that film, which is so well synopsized?
I
What did you like
liked
about
the stages of the film. The first
okay.
part was the revolutionaries. What were they? The Paris 1776
French 75. Great drink.
French 75.
Yes.
And then we went into, now the daughter's taken and he goes to the sensei, Benicio del Toro. And then it turns into, I don't know, it looked like they were shooting in Chicago with ICE and the National Guard all over the place. It looked like that. And then the third act is dad trying to save his daughter. You know, daughter. And yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think just the way the whole thing was sequenced. I don't know that I would have liked a movie that was just any one of those three sections. So 45 minutes of each worked pretty good. I didn't even notice that it was 2.5 hours long.
It was quite a long time. I thought the pacing was well done, though. For sometimes I've seen some films that like they are every bit the 3 hours. Jason, let me just say this. To me, it is already, I think P.T. Anderson is sort of rejuvenated. He had a couple films that were not great, based on other people's works. And so was this one. This was a 91 book, but kind of modernized, I think, the sort of tint with the sort of like ICE happening in America right now. It had those sort of like parallels. And, the thing about it to me, and the thing I think I love the most about P.T. Anderson is he really like pulls the most out of these performances. I'm a Daniel Day-Lewis fanboy, so his films are, of course, like my favorite ones. But I thought Sean Penn in this, DiCaprio, Benicio del Toro, Regina Hall, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. What's
Teyana Taylor?
Teyana Taylor, who I love and we've talked about before in other mediums. She like jumped right into with all these superstars, like super established actors, and I think just exploded on the screen as well. So I think the acting was my favorite part. It just felt original and, like I said, well paced. Jason, let's start with a performance. Let's drill in a performance that everyone's talking about. That is Sean Penn, because he's just like such an old actor, like established. Thought he was just awesome in this, universally sort of praised at the moment. Let's talk about his character. What'd you like or dislike about Sean Penn's role in that One Battle After Another?
Colonel Lockjaw, was that his name?
Colonel Lockjaw.
Sounds like a cartoon character from the 80s. But I liked it. It was intense from the beginning. It was a little weird, I'm not really quite sure what was going on with him and what was the lady's name? Persephone, whatever her name is. I can't remember.
Persephone Beverly Hills?
Yes, that's it. Or
Persephone
whatever it was.
Beverly Hills. Yes.
Let's call her Beverly Hills. It was a weird kind of relationship. Will they, won't they kind of thing.
Yeah.
And apparently they did. I just thought it was solid all the way through the end. The part of joining the Christmas men, was it the Men of Christmas, whatever it was. and the racial purity where he went
Christmas Adventurers Club? Is that what it
Christmas
was?
Adventurers Club. Jesus,
Yes,
what a
yes.
title. When he wanted to join the Christmas Adventurers Club and he realized just real quick, oh, I have actually had interracial relations and
Mm,
that will not be good. And
disqualified.
just the links that people will go to do to cover up things that they could just go, you know what? I did it. If you don't like it, you don't
Yeah,
like it. But he went to uh, he went to a belligerent end all the
yeah.
way to the end.
I mean, I guess once he went there, he can never go back, as the saying goes, and he was never accepted. Um, I'll say this there. He, like it's an interesting character, like you said, a little bit weird. I don't wanna make it too amazing movie. It's just an original movie, and what I liked about that is, like, so many films seem like video game movies or very safe. And it feels like these safe movies that we've even talked about, they never really take legs. People don't talk about them. They don't see. I think people still crave original content. And to have like a bigger budget, $100 million P.T. Anderson film out there to get wide release and some press, I think that's good. It balances the culture. It's great. We've talked about the Coen brothers, the Safdie brothers. There's been some really good, American artists, American directors out there making good content, and I love that it's original, um, albeit based on existing content. But you know what I mean, not
Wh-
like
Wait,
Sonic the
now
Hedgehog.
I learned the other day that there are actually no black people in the book, and that's
Oh,
just a
okay.
thing he wrote into the script. And so people were going, "Oh, is he fetishizing black women?" And I just went, maybe he like set it off. He referenced it in the movie and went, "You know what? I want black heroines." Maybe not everything is DEI. Maybe he just went, "This would be much more interesting with black people." Cuz Leonardo DiCaprio's character with a white girl, that's not interesting. Like
That's what
it's
I'm
just
saying.
not.
It's different.
He's a white dude with a white lady, not no, it's not. Ghetto Bob is not Ghetto Bob. He'd just be like
Hello, Bob.
Robert. So I
That's
thought it
funny.
was good. Like he even took something that's an original work and went, I am going to put my own spin on it. Because he could have just
Right.
made it. Like, you could do a Psycho shot for shot because it already exists. So I thought it was a good touch,
You
even in
know
an
what?
environment where people complain about stuff all the time.
Gotta get the quotas, Jason. You know what I think maybe this is more successful this time? He did Inherent Vice, and I did not read the book, so but from what I've understood though, is it is closer. So maybe he realized, and that movie was not very successful. I mean, it was cool, good vibe to it, and but it wasn't very so maybe taking that original work and putting his twist on it, some modern kind of filters through, like I said, the kind of what's happening now in the country. Maybe that's what's worked, and people really do seem to like it. There's a lot of just great. The performances are great. There's like this really kind of chase scene. There's some action to that point of like moves along comedy. It felt like, you know what it is? It's like, we've talked about European and Asia directors, and it seems like maybe they get a little bit more creative license or something to be a little bit more daring or take more choices in here because it's so much commerce involved in Hollywood. Sometimes you play it too safe. It's cool to see a film have all these. It felt like, take that, Europe. Like, we got our own great American
Mhm,
auteurs here. You know
mhm.
what I mean? Um, and it was, and to have like a quote unquote big movie, but you know what I mean? Like a release. And it's done well internationally. So I got to say, isn't that's also kind of cool to see like that content, reach an audience overseas.
What did you think of the daughter? I'm seeing a lot of rave reviews, and I'm like, she's in 20 minutes of the movie.
Right.
She's
Uh,
really not important till the very end of the movie, and she shines at the end. But all
yeah.
the rest, the daughter of a rat is a baby rat. That's the only memorable thing about the beginning of the movie
Um, Chase
concerning
Infinity.
her.
Chase Infinity is a very cool name, and it's based on Buzz Lightyear at the end with Infinity to Infinity Beyond. So, and that part I thought she was cool before I even met her, just because the name is cool. I feel. She was fine. There was towards the end in that 3rd act, I thought she had some really good scenes. Like that car chase scene was awesome, so good when she was, in that part. You know, she held her own against those other characters. I just don't think like Teyana Taylor, again, not really known as an actress and just exploded. I mean, even a short
Yeah.
bit of time on screen, people will be talking about, I think, her more so than Chase Infinity, albeit it seems like Chase will be featured in a lot of films just because she's younger and cool and um, got a little Zendaya kind of vibe, I guess.
Oh, yes. Yes. We do
You know,
love
just
the mixed race ladies.
well, I think we just that's-
We do.
I
America
I mean
loves mixed race ladies. Look at
I guess
look at Kamala. Oh wait, no, sorry. We didn't love her that much. But
Jason, I guess I meant like interesting. I don't know, interesting
I know
people,
what you
or
meant.
you know what I mean. We love the mixed. Yeah. Okay. Um, okay, Jason, let's talk about some things that maybe you didn't like about the movies. Anything that stuck out as sort of like, I could have dealt without that section or that part, or anything that kind of jumped out to you in that side.
Honestly, I could have done without Bob. I really
With
didn't.
the whole Leo DiCaprio, the
The,
protagonist.
I I re- I just really there I liked when he was interacting with the Mexican people or the Spanish
Yeah.
people. I'm pretty sure they're Mexican. And he's like, he did that. The thing I think that turned me off instantly was he basically copied the Bad Boys scene when Reggie came to the door. And it's like,
Okay.
wait, I saw this in a movie already. Don't harass the kid. It's like this isn't funny. Like I've already
Yeah.
seen this.
Oh
And
yes,
it's
yes, yes,
just
yes, yes,
he's
yes.
just like a fall down stoner and it's like we could have just got Seth Rogen for half the price. I don't it's
Oh
a
my
waste of
gosh.
it's a waste of his acting skill. And we've talked about how good he is. There was nothing about it where I went, "Oh wow, that's amazing." Nothing
God,
method,
Jason,
nothing transforming. He just struck me as an old stoner. He was basically like the younger version of the dude.
kind of a dude.
No,
He had a little dude with keeping his robe on. Jason, you know
yeah,
what? As you say that, I actually agree with you in that part. I mean, I like the part where he kind of like stuck up, his daughter, his family, he like fought for her and kept after her. I did like that part. But to your point in the beginning, it wasn't a very redeemable character. It's like he was in his political activist group and then went into hiding. It's like, does he work? He doesn't do anything. He just like exactly just sort of like floats down the river. And that's interesting as you say that. Maybe that was he's still a great actor too. I mean, it was a cool role to pick. Could have played a lot of other roles, so I give him that. But you know what? If I'm picking out negative points, agreed. That's interesting. Um, okay. Um, Jason, let's talk about P.T. Anderson.
okay.
He has made a lot of films. He made a couple duds, Licorice Pizza and Inherent Vice. Not the biggest fans of those, but he's just made some great ones along the way. I still don't think this is his best work, but people have just put it right up there, and I agree. Jason, as you think about the P.T. Anderson movies, There Will Be Blood, Boogie Nights, Magnolia, where does one battle after another sort of fit in your P.T. Anderson ranking of films?
Ooh, I put it. Oof, that's a good one.
Okay, it's good.
I put it before The Master,
Before The
but
Master. Okay, me
I
too.
like Boogie Nights. I
Me
really
too.
like Boogie Nights.
Me too.
There Will Be Blood. I know I
Yes.
raved about it when it came out. I haven't seen it in a long time,
Yeah.
but I'll put this behind.
Well, what number? Let's put what's
Oh,
your number one?
I'm gonna put Boogie Nights at number
Boogie
one.
Nights, number one.
I'm gonna put There Will Be Blood at number two.
Number two.
I'm gonna put this at three,
Number three
and
jumps right
then
up there.
the Master number four, and then what
Magnolia, you
else
don't put
was it?
that? Magnolia with Tom
Oh
Cruise.
yeah, yeah.
That was good.
Magnolia over the Master. So Magnolia
Okay.
number four, and then the Master, and
Okay.
then all the rest are. Bleh,
Okay. I'm going to
bleh.
tell you where it fits into mine. Number one, There Will Be Blood. Not even close. Like a considerable distance between number one and everything else. Number one, There Will Be Blood. Number two, Phantom Thread, also starring Daniel Day
Oh,
Lewis.
yeah,
Number three,
grown up stuff.
It's
Grown
grown-up
up
stuff,
stuff.
but it's just very elegant. Number 3, Magnolia. Number 4, Boogie Nights. Number 5, One Battle After Another. Number 6, I'm gonna go with an older one, The Hard Eight, the first one he did.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Maybe you don't count it, but it was so cool, and John C. Reilly was cool. Then The Master. Nope. You know what? Punch Drunk Love has a little soft spot in my a little soft spot in my heart. Punch Drunk Love, then The Master, then Inherent Vice, then Licorice Pizza, rounding out the bottom. Still, my buddy Hansel likes to say an artist has a group has like 3 great albums. Every artist or band has 3 great albums, and then it's like downhill. And the same sort of, he said,
Mhm.
applies to like directors. He's breaking the mold, P&T Anderson. He had a couple down ones, if you want to call him that, but this one, he's gonna get nominated for a bunch of Oscars and things for this one
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
definitely.
Definitely supporting actor. Okay, I want to talk about one other part. We want to do a tight 15, which we're right on top of. Benicio del Toro is also getting rave reviews for being like the sensei, cool demeanor. He had what did he say? He had an underground, a Harriet Tubman underground situation happening at the
Oh
dojo.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What- that was
That
really
I
cool.
forgot about that part. That part was so cool with the tunnels, and I'm
Yeah,
still amazed that people can just build tunnels. Just like
and
regular people can build
I
tunnels.
I gotta be honest, I know this is fiction, Jason, and I'm living in my little suburban shelter, so to speak, but, like, political activist groups and tunnels and all this sort of, like, secret groups and things, I'm like, I am just, again, in a protected little thing of, ignorance, I guess. But I'm sure that's
No,
happening out there.
you're no Antifa member. I
I did not
understand.
I didn't even know there really was one, to be honest. Did not get the application in the mail. Um, okay, Jason, it's at 16. We're gonna keep it a little tighter. Let's give this movie a rating, a 0 out of 5. Where would you put One Battle After Another?
I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay, 4 out of 5 is good. You're
Yeah.
somewhat stingy, so that's a good 4 out of 5. I'm gonna give it a 4. Did I give it a 4.3 or 4.4? I'm going to give it a 4.3. A 4.3 out of 5. I think very, very strong film. Lots of great parts. Hard to really complain, except like the character of Leonardo DiCaprio playing is a little, like morally
Oh, sorry for breaking that
indefensible.
for you.
I know, gosh, now I didn't even think about it. And so I was like, dang, maybe he's right. Okay. Still a good one. Go see it. Jason, you did this to me, so I'm going to flip it back to you. Give me one you would recommend. If people
I
haven't
would
seen.
if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna say watch Set It Off with Queen
Oh,
Latifah
set it up.
and
Okay.
other black lady cast. I don't remember who else was in it.
There
But
you
yes,
go.
that would if you have
Is
a black
Vivica
girl
Fox in Set
fetish,
It Off?
go ahead. Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, Vivica Fox. No.
It's a stacked cast. I just
It's very
don't
stacked.
remember. But yes, it'll satisfy your black girl fetish that you only got about 20 minutes of in this movie. Like you get a whole 90 minutes of it.
Also Love Jones, another one in there. I'm going to recommend go back and if you have not seen Phantom Thread, it is a very good, maybe slow, but just so well done. Daniel Day-Lewis takes it so seriously. It's just so it's like going to a fine dining restaurant. It is just so meticulous, that film, and I have to give it credit for that one. So, Jason, if you're listening, don't forget to like and subscribe, comment if you're into that sort of thing. We will be back again. Thanks for watching.
Good night, everybody.